Toxic Jorbs.
Central, this is Big Sky.
Toxic Jorbs.
Copy, Big Sky. Strike 1 is clear to attempt the breach.
The hobbits do really well in battle in Lord of the Rings, actually. Like, given that they have almost no combat training.
Okay.
I think they perform admirably. Big map.
Roger that.
Meld exists, and the canisters are quite full at the moment, so we'll try to be quick. But on the other hand, my squad is terrible, so, you know, if we run into actual resistance, we have to play sort of carefully. Everyone has allowed their preferences when it comes to barracks. That seems like a very reasonable take. Whoop. So I've heard a bunch of mutons, and there's clearly something there on our motion tracker, and I do not have battle scanners.
Confirmed. Closing on target position now.
So that's as much as I know. I put my infantry on the wrong square. Definitely put my infantry on the wrong square. I'm gonna steady the rocket there.
Will do.
On the move.
My Rocketeer has 11 health.
Got it covered.
I don't know why. Rocketeer is actually the obvious soldier to not give armor to in this squad, I guess.
You did us?
But yeah, if they run into me, I want to be able to deal with them, I guess. Are we getting meld? I don't love the muton sound. It's right there, though. It's free. Okay.
Okay.
Rest of the squad will hang out here, while our assault with no armor very casually and safely collects the meld for us. Just the most safe play ever made. I'm not worried. Are you worried? I'm not worried.
Moving to Overwatch. Come get some.
Eyes on the prize.
Not gonna move forward a tile.
I'm watching.
I will, Commander.
Just had an idea for a tumbler post that's gonna do numbers. Nice. I'll take commission on the profits. As your streamer for the evening, seems only right.
I'm on it, Commander.
Hobbits in the game
Affirmative.
TOME4 had an ancient military empire and subjugated the entire western continent. What?
Rolling.
Tales of Middle-earth?
Got my eyes on Overwatch. Aye aye.
That's the best I've got.
I feel, Commander.
I've never heard of this game.
Affirmative. Covering now.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Why would they do such a thing?
You hear that?
Tales of... Wait, formerly Tales of Middle-earth. Do they have to change it because of, like, the Tolkien estate being like, hey,
Okay.
that's illegal? Oh no. Oh no, this is one of the ones that you can't pick up. I think we can pick it up, just not from the angle we're at.
Affirmative. Covering now.
To Overwatch. I feel Commander.
Caps.
Okay, I could left click it, I guess. Did not know. I heard more meld. I don't know. If the enemies never fight me, I guess I could get it. I'm okay with moving. It doesn't seem like they're
Moving.
cooperating and walking into me, so
I'm rolling.
I might as well keep going.
Okay.
Good to go. Roger that. Scanning. I feel, Commander.
They changed it when they actually wanted to sell the game 1 to 3 were freeware. Oh,
Scanning.
okay. I did not know this about that series of games. Hey, Truskies!
You hear us?
They're an archetypical Yuri couple. I don't know what that means. Is that like tsundere? I know what tsundere means. And I also know the word yaoi,
Position confirmed.
but don't ask me why.
Heading there now.
Heading there now.
Just some weeb shit. Nice.
Got it.
Love that for us. Yuri is girl yaoi. Oh,
I feel, Commander.
okay.
Overwatching.
Roger that. Scanning. I'm on it.
I'm on it.
Is that allowed?
Aye, aye. Roger that. Scanning.
A raccoon just tried to steal your DoorDash order. It makes sense.
Moving.
I mean, you really can't blame them.
Heading out. New target acquired.
For the last 7 turns, I have been avoiding pulling that pod of 3 sectoids.
Moving out.
Moving to position.
Do you think
Good to go.
I win this fight?
Rolling.
Okay, let me rephrase. I think I win the fight. Do you think one or more of my soldiers die? It's not the strongest team I've ever had.
Moving to Overwatch.
Got it covered. Affirmative. Covering now.
Last night you did an Uber Eats order. The customer didn't show up, so you got paid $10 to take home $23 of chilies. Last night I did a stream and the audience didn't show up, so I got paid, well, $0 to play a video game for 6 hours. If only. It's a good hit. Any other sectoids? Yes. Oh. Okay. I feel bad about doubting this team. I do have collateral damage too. Wow.
Hostile neutralized.
Wow.
Bombarding that.
Get paid $0 for playing video games all the time. You're almost like a professional streamer.
Kill confirmed. We're clean to go. Let's do this.
What a strong squad. Oh.
On Overwatch.
Getting 2 Overwatch shots in a row has to be the luckiest thing that happens in this game.
I feel, Commander. Got it covered.
Certainly, our battle against that pod was above average in many ways. And I do think that being a little above average can be nice sometimes. Okay, sorry. I'm good, I'm good.
Ready to engage. Moving to Overwatch. Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Headed there now.
You had to pay for electricity and stuff.
Covering.
Well, I would have been gaming anyway, let's be real.
Heading there now.
Is there League of Legends tonight?
On my way. On Overwatch. I'm on it.
Maybe I'll stream for another 3.5 hours, then play League of Legends. Or watch League of Legends, rather.
Quiet. Did you hear something?
Ooh, okay.
Contact. Damn it. Enemy is still alive.
Got a Berserker, a regular Muton, and a Floater. Bit of everything.
That just happened.
Just missing like an ethereal. That has not taken damage yet.
Shot failed to connect.
Good. No shred though. with the marksman's rifle. Okay.
No way that just happened.
T1 versus JDG tonight. It's the big one. Ooh. That's exciting. Hey, I have an assault. Yo. Assaults are pretty good at killing these. It's a neat trick. Can I describe where this campaign is at currently in one sentence? Russia. It was a very short sentence.
Yes, Commander.
Unfortunately, that cover is not something I can blow up with a rocket.
I'm on it, Commander.
That would be the outsider, probably.
Moving to position.
Perfect. Actually perfect. I don't know how I did that. Sometimes people are like, wow, Jorbs' ability to tell exactly the range of different things just blows my mind. And it's like, I didn't fucking know that that would be the right move. Just did it. I don't know, maybe that's what blows people's minds. Maybe that's why the mind is blown. I think we're gonna suppress the muton. Probably smoke. I could also chem. Chem's better, actually. What if I did this? Doesn't matter. No, if this hits, it's dead, and if it doesn't hit, it's not dead. So we just take that shot.
Neutralized.
All right.
That's affirmative.
JAL Disco Beats.
X-ray locked.
Love that for us.
I'm on the move.
We're green to go.
Affirmative. Roger that.
Contacts regrouping.
What I say is the most important thing to do in a new long war campaign.
On my way.
My goals in March are to shoot down all 3 scouts and not have many soldier losses as I level up my barracks. That's the main thing for me, I guess.
Long.
Copy that. Taken care of.
Nice. Some little submachine gunning.
Heading out.
I'm on it, Commander.
So this
Okay.
could be a clear map other than the outsider, but I don't think it has to be. Could also very easily have another pod. Could be another muton pod, because we've heard mutons plenty. Or it could be a seeker pod.
Moving to
Seeker
position.
pods don't make noise. Or it could be something else. It could also just be any other pod and we just didn't hear it yet. But the main things I'm expecting are another Muton pod or nothing, I guess. Those seem like the... Okay, well, sectoid noise, so there you go.
Heading out.
Like I said, it could be anything. Sectoid's not the most threatening though. Unless they're with a mechtoid, but we didn't hear the stompy feet, and I think we would have heard the stompy feet if they brought a mechtoid.
Aye, aye, Commander.
I've probably taken a bit too long to get another melt canister. Oh, this is like all the way in the far corner.
Yes, sir.
And I run into the sectoids and kill them pretty soon.
Got it covered.
Reload complete. Moving to overwatch. Sound detected.
We'll go with that, save the world, sure.
On my way.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Maybe some commentaries about political oligarchy as well.
Solid copy.
Getting it done. Got it.
I really like Timothy Snyder.
Overwatch.
Timothy Snyder is my main man now, I think.
Commander. Moving to
I watched his lecture series about the history of Ukraine, and it was very informative and cool, but also he just like has a great way of making interesting larger points while he's talking about smaller details. Ooh, Timothy Snyder.
enemy spotted.
Can we stop using conventional weapons? You just woke up and they're very loud. I think we might want to keep using weapons.
In Bewegung.
Timer is based on distance from LZ, that is correct.
Yes, Commander.
Some experience on an engineer? Okay, so there's a sectoid pod somewhere. If it just died right now, I would get the meld.
I'm on it, Commander.
But it hasn't even pulled yet,
Confirmed.
making it harder for it to die. Fighting inside the UFO is kind of bad because it's hard to blow up the walls.
On Overwatch.
Scanning.
This happens to be where my soldiers are standing, so
Got my eyes on.
we'll get a ping of some sort. Oh, they're to my right.
What was that?
I guess we run it. That was the meld expire. Alright.
On the move.
I guess we just kind of hang out.
That's affirmative.
They must have patrolled to where we came from after we had walked past it. Somehow.
To engage. On my way.
Getting it done.
But yeah, I think there's not much reason not to just let them patrol into us with Overwatch here.
Confirmed. Moving to overwatch.
Having no vision makes it harder to move around the map.
I don't think we're alone
Like
out
two ships passing in the night.
here. Okay.
On it.
How do I rate the UI/UX for this game? It is
Aye, aye. Moving to overwatch.
fine.
What the
It's
hell was that?
fine.
Target acquired.
I've also gotten very used to it. What the fuck is that pod?
Next time.
Holy shit. That was a sectoid commander, and 2 outsiders. Okay, now it's 2 outsiders. But, like, terrifying.
On my way.
Starting to run into some tougher pods now, I guess. Yeah, the outsiders don't make noise while they're moving around the map, so...
That's affirmative.
because of that, we have I've run into outsiders here without really knowing that they were going to be there. It looks like I can just kill them both. Outsiders and roaming pods is a thing that starts happening later in the game. We're getting later in the game. Starting to fight some real aliens. That just take 3. That's kinda not it. Well.
Will do.
Oh my god.
Missed.
Come on, team. Somebody has to kill this. Okay, I think I have running gun on my assault now.
On the move.
So I guess I just have the infantry. Fuck.
Adjusting aim.
Alright, I hope this dies. Oh my god.
Reconfiguring target.
I might
matrix.
lose a soldier.
Bringt sie zur Strecke. Ich gebe Gas.
I think most likely is the outsider just runs away, fortunately. But yeah, this has been kind of shit. Aha!
Good to go.
I don't think I'm shooting at 72%. Feels like smoke is. I think. Oh my god. It'll just run away, right? Okay. What an atrocious turn of XCOM. All of the things that were good about that turn where I fought the first sectoid pod were bad. This turn. I'm glad that didn't patrol into me while I was fighting other stuff.
I'm on it, Commander.
Not even close, I agree.
I'll get him next time. On it.
Do not want experience on you.
Roger that.
You are not a soldier who is going to be a major part of upcoming missions. Alright, that's fine. Did we need another mech? 45 days. Another Shogun. I don't think I'm gonna say no. Having trouble getting these engineers off the ground, huh? It's my 3rd Shogun, I think, which is, like, I think completely fine. Having 3 Shoguns seems reasonable. Oh, it'd be my 4th. 4 is starting to push out. They are not the strongest late game mechs. They're okay. But, they're kind of like, I'm happy to have 1 in a late game mission, but don't really want 2 ever. And if you have 4, you start running into spots where you kind of need to take 2, or else the barracks just doesn't get work. Eh. 6 more meld anyway. Okay, well, we got through that mission. It went fine. It could have been better, obviously. I got a meld can, I got all sorts of nice stuff. Only one of the soldiers died. He didn't even die. Wasn't even a full death. Super Skyranger is a thing that we can look at if we want to do an alien base, which we might want to do soon. Let's see an alien base happening somewhat soon from here. Probably put satellites over the US and Mexico, actually. know.
Aircraft transfer complete.
Where do I feel comfortable? Nowhere. Nowhere is comfortable. Go here. I think I actually can't equip this. I need 2 planes per hangar. I guess here I almost have 2 planes. Maybe if I just wait 2 days. I built another AIM module per chance. Killed 1 floater. It's like that was enough. We have an alloy cannon with a pretty nice workshop rebate. A lot of the alloys we spent building that are refunded. Some soldiers are coming back. Good, 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 good. Request from Australia. What do you want? Litterex? That is never happening in a million years. Sorry. Ooh. The US wants a satellite too, so that'll get us 2 engineers. Nice. I'm at 71 engineers. That's where I got the number 71 from. That's a lot of engineers. How many days does a campaign last? Like a year and change, I would say, is a pretty normal length for a campaign. How long you spend in late game is dependent on a bunch of stuff and not necessarily the game itself. Like, you can optimize to get through late game more quickly, but you don't have to. So it starts in March and we're in October, so we're like kind of around about halfway through in terms of days of the campaign. But in terms of stuff to do, it tends to accelerate toward the latter half, I would say. We're gonna have lots of big missions in the latter half as we get through the story. I have something to do. I need to do an Exalt scan.
Intel scan complete.
No new cells found!
Cells located.
Whoops. Alright, let's scan again in... I don't know. Maybe? Fortunately, scans are cheap. Improved avionics project is complete! I really wish I got to read stuff for all this boundary nonsense. Reading stuff is fun. Anyway, that gives us 10% better aim on our interceptors, which isn't that relevant when I'm using uplink targetings all the time anyway, but eventually I will get to stop doing that. So, you know, that's nice. Does the game escalate beyond what you can handle if you take too long? I wouldn't say so. Not if you're clever about how you're playing. If you're sort of... I mean, like, on impossible difficulty, if you don't know what you're doing, then yes. Although it will escalate beyond what you can handle, like, in the first month. If you really know what you're doing, I think a late game squad of XCOM soldiers can take out pretty much anything for a very long time.
So, how'd it go, Doctor?
The air game might actually be the big problem there. The UFOs have unlimited scaling.
Some new information from it.
You're saying that thing spoke to you?
Not precisely, but when you have access to a creature's brain, certain patterns can be discerned, recent images and thoughts.
And what exactly was our late friend thinking about?
This particular image appeared in the creature's thought patterns several times
Who
through the
dat?
procedure.
We've already met that thing, Doctor. This is hardly the kind of breakthrough we were...
And there was a neural link in the creature's mind between this image and this one.
That's the thing that pulled a
Do
disappearance
that!
when we shot down our first UFO. And let me guess, you want to poke around in its head too.
It is the next piece of the puzzle. And this time, instead of shooting it, I suggest we try to capture it alive.
I already did that. I already have one of those. If I had to have an upper body or lower body of any animal, which would it be? I think being a centaur would be pretty sweet. As far as we can tell, the specimen known as the floater is barely sentient, at least in any discernible fashion that would imply intelligence. Perhaps this was an intentional move on the part of the aliens, but in any case, the floater was extremely aggressive throughout the interrogation process. The most interesting aspect of its bizarre physique is the propulsion module integrated into the remaining portion of its upper torso. During controlled flight testing within the labs, we were able to observe how the floater is capable of controlling and modulating the flow of power into the propulsion system itself. This was a significant discovery, one that will surely benefit our ongoing research into the alien technology as we attempt to adapt these concepts for our own purposes. We get aerospace technology research credit. So, I also can now research alien operations, which I have to do if I want to go toward the base assault. But in general, I just got 25% reduced research time on stuff like this, which is why I did that right then. Don't remember what interrogating sectoid does. I want to do the destroyer analysis. This gives me more damage against destroyers, is the point. So if a destroyer shows up this month, I want to be able to shoot it down. And this is the way to get that thing. This hangar is ready for another Phoenix coil. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more interceptors waiting for those. We can build another?
Someone giving the orders. These aliens can be no different. The real question is, what sort of power or authority does it take to control such a vast range of alien species? What incentive do they have to follow through with his plan?
Dr. Valen's interrogation technique certainly is efficient. You'd never know it by looking at her. That woman is an alien's worst nightmare.
Yeah, Valen's kind of creepy. You got that right, Bradford. We could get a request for this from a council nation now. So maybe hold on to it. I don't know what to sell. Some Illyrium, maybe? Isn't the floater supposed to be dead? I think I just interrogated it. I didn't kill it. Got that question from your 7-year-old niece and you've thought about it for way too long. Upper body of a fish seems pretty bad. Presumably you would have to be underwater the rest of your life. Maybe that's not so bad though. 2 engineers for 10 Seeker Rex. I don't think so. It's in Japan. Japan doesn't need any more defense, to my knowledge. Barracks is cycling back around. Item repairs are done. It's all looking good. And we have done the UFO analysis for Destroyer-ish. Oh, okay, cool. Durability moderate. Armor moderate. The deadly Destroyer presents a much greater threat to our aircraft than its sister class of ships. Armor-piercing weapons are required to defeat this craft. It appears to be primarily used for air raids and anti-satellite operations, although we may see it conduct reconnaissance missions as well. Our analysts note the presence of unused hardpoints in some images of this craft, so we should look out for upgraded versions with even more killing power. Yikes. 20% more alloys and Illyrium from crashed destroyers as well. But that's like, I mean, if you successfully shoot down a destroyer, you're just already happy. Kind of want to do this. It's 16 days. I wouldn't mind going to tier 2 mechs though. Feels like a thing to do. Do it. The lower body of an octopus. Oh my. That's like a thing, right? In I'm pretty sure I've seen enemies in movies and video games who are octopus humans. Didn't like the original Doom basically have an octopus with a brain in the top of it, and that was one of the enemies. In hentai, okay, come on. Come on now. This is a landing raider, so this is the first research mission of the month. Unless they're harvesting with a raider, but I don't think they would be. They don't have enough resources. If they have lots of resources, they harvest with smaller UFOs. If they have few resources, they harvest with bigger UFOs. And it's inverse for research missions. If they have lots of resources, they'll do research missions with bigger UFOs. If that all makes sense, I assume it does. I have core armoring for my mechs. Cool. That's kind of nice given that we're starting to see heavy floaters. This might be the first time we see Muton elites because the landed research missions draw from an advanced pool of enemies. It could also be a trapped UFO. We have seen that before at this point. Papa Flub's ready to go. Learnet's still a day out, so no Learnet on this mission. I go Bubba Flub connects Shuttlesworth. 2 mechs. We've got plenty of good mechs. Alright, yeah, our team's ready to go, I think.
Contact detected.
You hope it's a trapped UFO? Great. Great. I hope it isn't. I'm gonna take the gunner with more health. Seems a bit better. Master Sergeant Rocketeer. Major, sorry. Get another officer promotion there. To a bunch of aim. A really good promotion. I have 3 continent bonuses, so it's 6 aim for everybody in the squad.
Detected.
My people are in the wrong places. Don't do that. Sniper. 2 mechs. 1 mech. I like the Pathfinder. I like the Jaeger. Pathfinder has 2 more health and more mobility. A lower damage, but I already have in the zone on my sniper, so I guess I can bring the Pathfinder. We're using core armoring now, which does lower my damage by 1. But it also stops my mechs from randomly dying. I have a big shotgun. Definitely bring an engineer. I have repair. And let's bring... Actually, I think I might bring a medic. I just want support grenades. You can do support grenades, right? You have smoke and mirrors? No, you don't. Because I built Overwatch shit on you. What a waste of a perfectly good medic. Right. Or bring Cheetah instead. With smoke and mirrors. For some smoke grenades and some camo. Alright, let's do it. How's it going, Beast? Trying to decide if I had dinner or not. If you have your first meal at 4 p.m., does that count as having dinner?
Dropship has arrived.
Arco, thanks for the 21 months! XCOM tent. Oh my god.
It looks like the UFO landed out in the boonies. We need to secure the surrounding area
You,
and
Erickson.
eliminate any hostiles before they threaten the local population.
Hope you're doing well. Is this Trash Hell? Are we back? Are we back on Trash Hell? Disaster? Not what I want at all. I wish I was a plane. Could I have the lower body of a plane? So the last time we were here, 4 soldiers died or something?
HQ, this is Big Sky.
Different spawn point though.
Awaiting further orders.
What is the map I'm thinking of, right?
Strike one,
Yeah,
you are
yeah, yeah.
green to deploy.
That's where they died.
Approach with extreme caution. Current enemy status at the site is unknown.
We have some,
Position confirmed. That's what we're looking for.
okay. I don't think you can move that far on this map without seeing a pod and have it be trapped. I'm gonna tentatively say not trapped.
Okay.
Heading to that location.
In Bewegung. Solid copy.
We can recover their corpses. They seem to have turned into bits and pieces of used tires. Look at the size of the birds. Oh my god. They're gigantic. That's scarier than the aliens. Unless those are like tires for, I don't know, children's tricycles. I don't think they are. The birds are basically the size of a human.
Got it covered.
Oh, maybe it is trapped then. I can kill that pod in one action. Feel like this is what you bring a Rocketeer for, right? We heard chrysalids. It has been explained to me that that is not because it's trapped in a... Holy fuck. Oh, okay. Let's slow things down a bit here. They're an Overwatch all mod. I think so. Let's say this is trapped. 7 floaters. The command pod. I don't know what this is. This is 7 seekers, which I can just kill with one action. I mean, I think we just win this, even if it's trapped. Oh shit, I can't rocket them. Wait. Was there like a pixel? I saw like a pixel somewhere. Okay, there's that. Am I locked to its body, maybe? I think I just saw this pixel that hits like 3. That's too bad. I would really like to kill this pod this turn. I don't suppose a shred. Shred has... Whoa, I saw it. Y'all see that? There was one pixel that actually did hit all of them. I think it probably has to do with the movement of one of the enemies, unfortunately. Interesting that it was at this height, like on its tentacle. We could be here for like 5 minutes. This is an important part of XCOM, actually. Okay, there is that. That's not terrible. But yeah, it was on this part of the height axis. He wants to clip it and try to work it out. I think it was like kind of over here more though. What is it with this map? Can camera rotate? It can. Will that help? I feel like once you've seen that there's a pixel in the rotation we were in, kind of want to stay in this rotation, or that rotation, or whatever. We could run backwards here. This is another option. We could, like, run up here. That way we never have things show up behind us. Might be a good idea. It's kind of like the standard way to play this spawn point, I think, is take the corner. I do not typically play maps in a standard way because I choose instead to try to get the meld every time. But this is not a time when it makes much sense to try to get the meld.
Heading there now. Headed there now.
And you're just kind of here on your own, so that's fun.
Okay. Aye, aye.
We are allowed to evac if it's trapped. We made a lot of trapped UFOs in this campaign, actually. I don't have to fight it. Are there penalties for ignoring a trap mission? Oh yeah, they get research and stuff. Woo! He has a lot of health. Okay. Only one pod's moving at a time. I don't think it actually is trapped. I think it's just kind of a small map with lots of enemies on it. So that's good news or bad news, depending on whether you want to see me suffer or not.
Heading to that location.
It's a normal research ship on steroids. Yeah, basically. This is a tandem. We took tandem warheads, remember? So every enemy takes maximum damage from the rocket, which is a heat warhead as well.
Going hot.
They're all dead.
It's gonna hurt.
None of them are dead. What? How did that not kill them all? I guess it's good that I'm upgrading the rocket launcher. Man. Well, I have a sniper within the zone. So maybe they are actually all dead.
Position confirmed.
Depending on if I can hit my shots. The squid with more health than the rest is the pod leader. It's just like a mini leader enemy, basically. This is theoretically better for me because every Seeker Wreck is worth, what, $11 or something? Not a small amount.
Shot did not connect.
Shogun.
I'm on my way.
Zabity na śmierć.
One left. It's hiding behind a tree.
Ich mach mich los.
Glad that didn't pull a pod.
Ready to engage.
Kann weitergehen.
Roger. I've got my eyes on it.
There's the lids. The lids have a pod leader as well. Seekers have no fear.
Adjusting sights.
Gonna take a flanking shot? Oh, that's rude. Did I proc hunt mode? Fascinating. Fascinating. Okay. Where's my rocket? This is a target-rich environment. In theory, I would like to put the kills on somebody who isn't already a Master Sergeant. In theory.
In Bewegung.
Feels like something I maybe shouldn't be worrying about right now. And yet here we are. You're not a Master Sergeant. You need bullets though. Nice thing about using the sniper is that the sniper gets to reload after taking the shot within the zone.
Aye, aye.
I think I'll just, in this exact situation, let's just get reloads in.
Train neutralized. Ready to engage.
Reload complete.
Ammunition loaded.
We're green to go.
Can't actually do anything. The only thing the soldier's allowed to do with double tap is shoot again, and there's nothing to shoot at, so.
I've got a visual.
This is the base defense except for fun. How much fun, though? Flamethrower's really good here.
Enemy contacts.
They're on the move.
Who has the flamethrower? You have the flamethrower. Are mechs immune to fire? They are, right? This is, I think,
Headed there.
fine. As long as all the lids die. I can use command. Can I miss my gunner but hit? I can. Wait, sometime there. Exactly there. It hits every chrysalid and doesn't hit my gunner. Okay. I don't think the floater pod has a super floater. Flamethrower doesn't care if it's like centered on enemies or not either. It'll deal damage fully at the very edge of its range. If I can finagle it. I had it before. It's very particular, huh? I had it before. Hello? I feel betrayed. Maybe I have to move my gunner. I can move my gunner. It's not the end of the world. We'll screenshot it. Maybe I need to be in a different place to get it right. The joy of XCOM. How many hit points does a soldier need anyway? On this mission? I think all of them would be ideal. I feel like it was definitely from this angle that I got it. This is irritating. Maybe I moved a tiny bit after shooting. Oh, that's a good point, actually. Isn't this a lot of enemies? Yes, but it's about to be far fewer. Like, every enemy on the map's going to die this turn.
Heading there now.
I brought Master Sergeants to this one. There's only 6 damage. Maybe not every enemy on the map is going to die this turn. One panic. Only one panic. Oof. Non-ideal. So, I mean, I could do this. This is a 100% rocket. It does 9. Or I can do that, which feels better. There's also, what do I use my free shot for? And then there's a sniper this entire time. The sniper has, I think, 4 100% kills this turn. So killing every floater seems good. But somebody has to kill all the lids. Shogun. There will still end up being 3 floaters on Overwatch out there, but everybody's in cover. They'll just shoot at my mechs and they don't deal that much damage. At least that's the hope. I do not have Shred here. Okay, so I'm kind of confused when my sniper can't see that one. Can I get back to high ground? I can. And this high ground lets me step both ways. Right. Now I can see it. It's only 10 damage. They're all going to be on 2 health. All the lids. Don't I have Ranger or something? Should get another flamethrower. I have a grenade. I have an engineer. I do have a grenade. Just an unupgraded frag grenade. Get 4 kills. Garbage hell. When has this mission ever not been trapped? Would be nice to get some more panics. Oh, that time it only dealt 4? Holy shit, it dealt 4 and no panics. So I don't think that the frag grenade's enough here. One, 2, 3, 4, rocket, 5, 6. Commanded a reload on my sniper. one more cover tile. Don't have it. Don't have smoke grenade yet. That sounds powerful. Theoretically, that can fail to kill. Theoretically, that can also fail to kill. Don't think this ever fails to kill. Is every one of those enemies on 1 health? I could chem them and they're hard CC'd because I have 1 HP. Fascinating. Hey, Tiger! Okay. Looks like that hit 2 of them with acid, but didn't actually hit this one. I don't know why it says it's debuffed, though. What does this say? Elevated ground. An enemy has an elevated positioning can. Okay, sure. Do I have double tap? I do have double tap, right? Oh my god. I don't have double tap. Rude. Is my sniper my only soldier left? It looks like it. 1 shot. Two shots. Three shots. We're down to dealing 5 damage. That one. This one. I could get a reload if I decided to shoot the other one. In the zone doesn't work on that one because it's in cover. I think that's fine. We're down to 3 floaters. And 1 thing acided and 1 thing panicked. And they're gonna shoot the mechs as expected.
This suit has its advantages.
That's allowed. I got no more pulls, which is better than having another pod arrive. Significantly better, I would say, than having another pod arrive. I'm down thanks to the 15 months. Oof. Gross. I wonder if double tap works this turn. Still have the outsiders. I think they're inside the UFO though. I don't know, maybe they're right there. But I moved up here, right? Sniper doesn't have bullets. We're doing the thing where there are just kind of a lot of floaters again. I don't like this thing very much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like I can't quite proc Lone Wolf. I could if I moved away as well. There's always this rocket too. Yep. Holy shit. Can we get an MVP for Connexai?
On the move.
This is a free shot.
Target neutralized. Dead and gone.
Okay. I would like to capture a floater.
Affirmative. Headed there now.
What? It's the mission that keeps on giving. I've decided I'm not going to capture a floater. Let's just kill it. It looks like I might be fighting another pod next turn, so, you know.
Affirmative, Commander.
Roger. Tracking. Back in.
Defensive position here.
Open fire.
Oh. I would like the floater back.
Cover my flank.
Okay. Well, lots of enemies. Not necessarily the most menacing ones. I think there cannot be more enemies on this map. Was it trapped? 29 total enemies? Is that a trapped UFO? They certainly didn't send their best. Rocket one-shots these. So I guess I shoot at them as much as I can to try to get drops, and then
Hostiles pacified.
after I run out of bullets I shoot a rocket.
Adjusting sights. Jestem w drodze. Pusto!
Affirmative, Commander.
Should have rapid fired there.
Kill confirmed.
What if I just brought soldiers who could shoot guns to missions? Why do I have these stupid like medics and engineers? I guess like consumables are good, maybe.
Heading to that location.
Feels dubious.
Ammunition depleted. Pacified.
I'm all over it.
1% chance to hit, pretty solid. At this point, it just feels like firing a rocket's kind of a waste.
Copy that.
They're not gonna wound anybody, are they? There was one drone left. The drones did their best. Yeah, they certainly did. Can I end the mission this turn? Do I wait for next turn? I have one rocket still. I have collateral damage. I don't have a lot of bullets. This soldier doesn't have any bullets. I think we wait until next turn. Let's play it safe.
I'm on it, Commander.
I'll probably still get the meld. It's been pretty quick.
That's affirmative.
I guess a bunch of people are waking up now. What time is it? In Europe,
Aye, aye, Commander.
10 a.m. Reasonable. Hmm.
Moving.
I want you die. Oh, oh, oh. That's a very, very satisfying weapon to fire.
Solid copy, Commander.
Wait. How can something be patrolling?
They got me flanked.
Wow. Maybe I should have stopped when I heard something patrolling and been like, geez. It's a trapped UFO and there's another pod. Yeah, I didn't do that. Anyway, there's an outsider in here. There are some robots to kill. One of them is really big. Don't know why I can't see that from where I was standing.
Position confirmed.
2 outsiders, 5 seekers.
Position confirmed.
Looks like that cover is absolutely not a thing I can blow up.
There won't be.
Yeah. You just saw me in The Guardian. Felt like you were having a weird dream. The Guardian article publish? That's exciting. Okay, so my Pathfinder gets a free attack here.
Taken care of.
20 minutes ago. Cool. I'm famous. This thing here seems like a thing I would like to kill. The outsider is also a thing I'd like to kill. There's a lot of things here I would like to kill. I think 2 seekers are in here and 1 outsider, so it is just these that I currently see to deal with this turn. I guess I can move here. There isn't really a way for the outsider to kill me.
Heading to that location.
I hope. And then I can shoot that. I want hollow targeting in 2 places. Like gunner. I guess I can suppress the outsider and put hollow targeting here with Bubba Flub. Oh. Okay. I mean, I did technically hollow target it.
Copy that. Hostile pacified. On the last burst.
I read this article. The Guardian. Aw, it's me and Zephyr. As 2023 unfolds, will you support us? Nope, I'm good. I supported you by letting you write an article about me. What more could you possibly want, The Guardian? Everyone encounters some kind of abuse. Stephen Jorbs Flavel speaks out on the dark side of Twitch streaming. It's me and Zephyr. Look at us. A wake-up call for the games industry. Stephen Flavel, aka Jorbs. Photograph Ben Lucas, non-creative. Wow, they knew who took the photograph. Look at that. Most viewed, woman drinking beer clothed. Why are right-wingers melting down over Miller Lite? This is what I'm up against. In his new memoir, Before We Go Live, the Twitch and YouTube star pulls back the curtain of the world of program streaming and details some of the toxic behavior he says he has witnessed. Stephen Flavel, or Jorbs as he is known on YouTube and Twitch, where he has more than 100,000 followers, rose to fame streaming strategy games such as XCOM and Slay the Spire. Hey, that's what I'm doing right now. A game in which he has achieved several world records. He's considered a high-ranking Twitch streamer with a soothing, monotone voice and an infectious laugh. He's very consistent. Am I? When you watch Flavel's Twitch channel, you know exactly what to expect. Funny and cerebral anecdotes, informative strategy tips, and a supportive community. I also say the boot a lot. But his new memoir, Before We Go Live, does something unexpected. It pulls back the curtain on the back end of professional game streaming, which, as anyone who follows online gaming culture knows, is rife with rampant toxicity, abuse, and harassment. It's a chilling wake-up call for the industry, from the top down. Achieving solvency as a professional streamer is no easy task. For every person on Twitch pulling in hundreds of thousands of dollars, there are hundreds of thousands of people making barely a dime. Flavel knew this when he took the leap of faith to become a pro streamer, but he pursued it anyway. I knew that I was good at breaking things down and analyzing them in ways that people could understand, he tells me when we meet via video call. Wait a second, what voice should the character have here? I knew that I was good at breaking things down and analyzing them in ways that people could understand, he tells me when we meet via video call. I knew I could make content that people would enjoy, if I could find an audience for it. Flavel has been playing games and offering commentary on them since he was a child. Growing up in New Zealand, he learned how to play chess at age 3 and watched a lot of cricket, with televised commentary and stories from his father, who worked for the national cricket team. At 6, Flavel was playing games of solo cricket in the backyard, commentating the whole time. He studied classics, learning Latin, Greek, and Sanskrit, reading ancient texts that are still being translated, analyzed, and interpreted. I was attracted to it because it's messy data about humanity. Those are things that I'm interested in, stories about humans and trying to make sense of it all, he says. Oh, I forgot to use the voice, sorry. On his way to becoming a streamer, he found success as an online poker player, playing 3.5 million hands in 3 years. That was a lot of poker. I do not recommend that. Wow, Jorbs, you sound exactly like Stephen Flavel. In his early 20s, he posted a few YouTube videos about the notoriously difficult alien invasion PC strategy game XCOM. Developers working on the mod for the game called Long War II took notice, and he was offered the chance to play an early version as a design advisor before it came out. When the mod was released, all of a sudden, there was a reason for people to watch me. I was the person who knew about this game, he says. I had all the strategies and understood how it was coded. That was the moment I knew I would be able to stream for a living. Flavel hit it big. Corruption. Flavel hit it big as a streamer after he began streaming Slay the Spire, a popular strategy card game from 2018. Do I hold several world records for Slay the Spire right now? I guess. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I guess you could probably find something that was a world record that I held. Anyway, Flavel hit it big as a streamer after he began streaming Slay the Spire, a popular strategy card game from 2018 that was recognized on many Game of the Year lists and has been credited with launching an entire subgenre. It's a tricky game to play, even without self-narrating or conversing with viewers in Twitch chat. The player collects cards, potions, and relics and combines the powers they grant in order to kill a rotating slate of enemies, while climbing a demonic spire to reach its toxic heart, the ultimate boss. The strategy game offers a metaphor for professional streaming. If by chance you can amass just the right combination of powerful resources and deploy them skillfully, you can avoid death by enemies, bosses, and unfortunate events. You are my combination of powerful resources, Twitch chat. The screenshot's from Ascension 0. Oh, it's just a screenshot from Slay the Spire. It's not me playing Slay the Spire. Mega crit. World record for most runs lost to Gremlinub. Nice. Nice. I worked on Long War 2. I never worked on Long War 1, I just played it. As he navigated the tricky economics of streaming, Flavel joined a pro esports team. In his book, he explains how such teams capitalize on the popularity of many streamers working together to leverage collective bargaining power, hire staff who understand the space, and ideally find their streamers better deals for better money and from better companies. A great team might even be able to help your channel grow by throwing its brand behind it. But in the 3 years he spent with the team, Flavel was alarmed by what he perceived to be problematic behavior encountered from business partners, promoters, sponsors, and other streamers. In one incident described in his book, Flavel was invited to the Tyson Ranch near Los Angeles for conversations about investments and sponsorships, only to discover, he alleges, an executive spending the weekend creepily isolating and hitting on a young female streamer on the company's dime. While he was spared the worst of it, Flavel nonetheless dealt with what he believes was boundary-crossing behavior. I'd have no idea whether he wanted to tell me about a new sponsor, or he was firing me, or he was upset with someone, or he needed a vent. I felt that disagreeing with any of his personal behavior risked repercussions for my professional success. I'm such like conflict-averse person that even when people are literally quoting me saying something like conflict promoting, I'm like, I didn't say that, did I? No, that's like literal word for word from my book. I feel like in the context of my book, though, there's more understanding implied toward the other person. I don't know. Hey, Mickey. Something finally snapped when he says he was not paid for 3 months of work. He was furious. Discussing the situation with a friend and colleague, she alleged that she had endured an endless litany of sexism, disparagement, and harassment from individuals within the team, as well as other streamers. This conversation became the foundation for the book. What struck me, what made me write the book, was that these people had just treated her absolutely awfully, and they did so while treating me fairly respectfully, at least on a surface level. While writing his book, Flavel interviewed 30 other streamers, testing his hypothesis that however bad he had had it, it was worse for one in the gaming world. It was, by far. Every single woman I talked to had encountered some form of abuse, Flavel says, whether it was a microaggression at a tournament when they went to collect their prize money, or being threatened or sexually harassed when they streamed. Misogyny in the gaming world is a long-standing problem, stretching back to 2014's Gamergate harassment campaign and far beyond. Female streamers and competitive players have shared many stories about it in recent years. Some base aspects of their streaming personality around fighting back against the sexism they encounter, and some let their skills speak for them. Before We Go Live implicates a whole industry. Along with his friend's allegations, it also recounts the stories of Hearthstone players Patra and Nicolina, who experienced barrages of insults during tournaments, threats on social media, and being shunned after rejecting romantic advances by managers. Hey, Bruss. With all of this rampant abuse, what would Flavel want to tell a young, naive would-be streamer before they dive into this difficult world? Being a streamer or a content creator is an idea that has been created by companies like YouTube, he says. If something's just content, then you can put ads on it, and you don't have to think about what the content actually is. I've never really been a streamer. I am a strategy gamer and a storyteller. If Twitch went down overnight, I would still be a strategy gamer and a storyteller. I'd find a different job doing something to do with strategy, games, and storytelling. Twitch TV just happens to be somewhere where I can create my work right now. Ultimately, Flavel does not fear retaliation from the bad actors called out in his book. He wanted to use his platform to make the world of streaming a better place. The story felt like it had to be told, he says. If someone wants to come after me, they're not going to break me down more than other people have. I have my community behind me. I was in a situation where I felt like I had to stand up for myself and for my friends. Thanks for being behind me, community. In some ways, writing a book offered closure. There was a separation of the psyche that started to happen when I was in front of an audience for so many hours a week pretending that everything is okay when it obviously wasn't, he says. During the pandemic, that separation of my psyche was genuinely difficult. I had to repair that for myself, and healing was more important than the idea that other people might hurt me if I spoke out. Look at that! There's an article about me in The Guardian. I'm walking a very thin line when I rely on Twitch chat. Yeah, I know. It's a good book. If you haven't read the book yet, it is at 25 out of 25 5-star reviews on Barnes & Noble. We need more people to read it, though. I need the people who don't like it to read it. Alright, what's going on here? I was going to suppress the outsider. Going to suppress the outsider.
On the move.
X-ray.
He didn't even mention Zephyr. I mean, he's pictured.
Rock and roll.
I think that's fine. I just realized this sniper actually has lock and load, so that one turn I could have reloaded and then done more in the zone chain. So I moved this soldier here, planning to use the shotgun, and then the enemy died before I could. You can read it and give a bad review that's a lie. I would prefer that if you do enjoy it, you leave a positive review. I just want to get the book out there, you know?
Locked down.
Spent a long time working on it. You're dead. Collateral damage is on cooldown, it looks like. You're probably dead. Zephyr looks somewhat shocked by the camera in that picture. Yeah, a little bit. We have one outsider, one seeker left.
Moving to position.
You ordered it in April and it still hasn't been shipped.
Position.
If you order it from the publisher, it's already shipping. If you order it from other sites, the official release date is May 23rd. So it will be shipping soon, hopefully.
Moving to position. We're green to go.
Also, the audiobooks generally available now. It's available on a bunch of different sites. Hello?
Hostile eliminated.
Dead? Wasn't trying to put that kill on my sniper, but I guess it happened. I feel like the outsider's right there. It isn't? Where is it?
Moving out.
Guess it's in here still? Probably.
Moving out.
You listened to the audiobook already and will receive your physical copy sometime next week. Nice.
Affirmative, Commander. Reload complete.
Position confirmed.
Stepping off. Affirmative. Moving out.
I did blow up a few things. There's going to be 2 intact power sources, which gets me up to 5, so 1 away from being able to research UFO power.
Moving. Locked and loaded.
This is Seattle Public Library have the audiobook. I'm not sure. I hope so. Yeah, where did it go? Oh, it's there. I feel kind of bad for it.
On the move.
Who wants to kill? Not you. I think on the engineer would be good, but I have to blow up now. I have to blow up cover to get the engineer through. I think we do just put it on the Pathfinder, actually. Usually Shoguns struggle to get experience more than Pathfinders, but I guess I made Shoguns earlier this campaign. That was 35 enemies. That was absolutely a trapped UFO. That was 1,000,000% trapped. It turns out that if they trap the UFO with 15 Seekers and 7 drones, it just doesn't do very much. My profile picture on Amazon is so hot. What the fuck?
Excellent
Is
work,
that-
Commander.
I didn't know I had a profile picture on Amazon. Oh, I do. Oh, that's just like my Twitter profile picture. I don't know. Is it hot? I feel like I needed a haircut. Outstanding. Got some promotions. Holy shit. Only 3 meld. I guess I was too slow at the end to get that meld can. But this right here. I also have some flight computers. I should have another foundry project I can start on off of that. Jelly delirium? I think that would be reasonable. Wingtip Sparrowhawks are kind of a bit too expensive to really prioritize. Penetrator weapons, the problem is that they destroy UFOs way too much. They make you deal a lot more damage per shot. So we probably don't want those until we're actually struggling in the air game. I think I will go for Jelly Delirium. Let me run to the bathroom though. Be right back first. Do I think beating a trapped UFO mission perfectly hurts the enemy morale? It boosts my morale. So kind of, sort of, a little bit. I got 75 bucks. I assumed I was going to use the flight computers for the foundry thing, but it doesn't look like I actually am. Okay, I only need 15 of these at the moment. I could, let's hold on to 30. I think it's 15 for each ghost grenade, and I think I want 2 ghost grenades. I want tactical rigging at some point. We don't need this much Illyrium. Kind of need Illyrium. What do I sell? Lead to carcasses.
At least we've got some vets on our side. It takes a serious pair to go face to face with one of those things.
Wait, I forgot to capture. I even brought the arc thrower. Oh, that was just kind of bad. Whoops. $75. I think it's 75. I decided not to after I saw the last pod, but then it turned out to be drones. True. Also, it wasn't the last pod. There was another one after that, somehow. Don't really understand how.
The foundry is already warmed up. I'll make sure to notify you as soon as production
That
is
will
finished.
make my flamethrower much better. It's very expensive, but I think it's quite worth it. The flamethrower just gets like miles better when it starts panicking enemies when you use it. A drone Rex important? No, not really. Did I not sell drone Rex? I could have probably sold some drone Rex. I don't know how big a deal my flight computers are. I need them for some things. I'll get more though, right? I don't want to build one of these. I'm gonna build an Illyrium generator too. Firestorms. Firestorms are a long way away. We'll probably only ever build one of those two. I don't know. How many firestorms you have to build? Like it's one. It's already October, November, December. I'm going to want to do base assaults in not that long. I think that tier 2 max is usually my go button for base assaults. Which lands you on like the end of December or January. Probably January, because I don't think I have quite managed the strategic layer perfectly here. It's been a while. I was a bit slow to get mechs to begin with. I don't really need a support corporal, I guess, is one part of it. Could use one. I wouldn't hate one. Okay, give me a support corporal. What is this? It's India. Don't really care about India's defense, but that's okay. Don't I do labs? Don't really need to with a fresh start. Rambling next to 25 months. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Have you been TFTing recently? Or are you playing something else?
Excavation complete.
Ramblin is an excellent streamer. I highly recommend checking out his channel.
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
Can I just say, I feel like this is less panic than the United States has right now, just without an alien invasion. So we've been doing really well in the United States this campaign. Better than IRL. Your set 9 waiting room right now? Fair enough. Fair enough. That's a very funny emote. JP? I don't know how to say your name. Learnet's back. Learnet goes on missions and gives +1 aim and will to everybody on the mission. So we want to send Learnet on missions as often as possible. It's only a moderate abduction though. It feels like kind of overkill to use a Master Sergeant. Wait a second. Oh, wait a second. I never bought this. Never mind. Learnet doesn't do that. Do you think I can get $500 right now? I highly doubt it. That feels like a lot of money. That might be something to save up for. I could cancel some things and get it. I'll get it later. An alien invasion would be pretty dope right now. I don't know. Would you be an assault? You don't want an alien invasion if you're going to be an assault. That's what we've learned this campaign. There should be a low-level sniper by now. Hafu. Shogun, bring a Guardian. Guardian leveled up and gets Savior. This is kind of the point of building a Guardian, I think. That you get Field Medic and Savior for longer missions. I could also go Deadeye, and it wouldn't be awful. Even go reactive targeting sensors, like they're all fine. Eventually we get vital point targeting and double tap, or am I full on ready for anything? Might be ready for anything actually. Vital point targeting ready for anything with Sentinel and covering fire. Yeah, okay. I kind of want the 2 aim and 2 will. And this doesn't actually do that much. It just gives an extra 3 heal on the restorative mist. Which isn't nothing. But we'll get improved medkits from the foundry and that'll already, I think, be enough. Okay, sniper gunner. I will bring the good scout, I think. Maximize my chance of getting meld on the mission, stuff like that. Bring some sort of rocketeer. bring an engineer with repair if I have one. Not quite. I'll bring an engineer to level up to get repair though. And I think I'll bring an extra scout. There should be a low level scout I can bring for some experience. Right. Scouts can use alloy cannons. Cool. This is abduction number 2. When do we want alien invasions?
Dropship has arrived.
When you can farm them for resources, I believe.
AO is within the continental United States. We're still seeing dozens of reported abduction attempts coming in from cities around the world. You'll be deploying at the site of the latest report.
Central, Big Sky in position on approach of the abduction site. Strike 1 is awaiting.
Never saw good explanation for the UFOs the Navy reported. Aren't they just weather balloons every time? If they're ever not weather balloons, I feel like they're like unmanned drones. Spy planes. Like, I don't know. It feels like that is always the simple explanation. I wish I had engineers who weren't dead in this campaign. Because you usually get your 2 battle scanners from your scouts and then 3 battle scanners from an engineer as well, if you have high level engineers alive.
Running. Double time.
Seems like these specific aliens have planned their invasion poorly. Well, the lore is it was all a trick. The lore is that you are a great general and they captured you and had you simulate battles so that they could learn from you. But who knows what's real?
Heading to that location. Visual on the goods.
God. That's just rude.
On it.
Drop a rocket on some mutons next turn.
Heading to that location. Got it.
Moving out.
It's a moderate abduction, and this pod has, what, 6 enemies in it? There's probably only one other pod. Wait, can abductions have 2 pods? There's probably 2 other pods, but they're both small. Because I think they have to have 3 pods at least. Is that an ethereal or a statue? That? That is an angel, I guess. Looks like an angel to me.
I'm all over.
Oh, in the mutons, it is a pillar. It is not an ethereal.
Suck on this.
Other option is that it's 2 pods on top of each other. No, I don't think it can be. That felt like a really bad pull. That pull felt like dog shit. Just terrible. Alright, well. Let's see how we bail ourselves out from that one. They can't really approach me super well. Guess is the good news. I was going to move up here. Swarm. There's that one that's killable.
Moving out.
Oh, the bright lights.
And gone.
Maybe that was the inspiration for that one song by The Weeknd. There's a flank on this too. In my headcanon, the 2 aim that I took was required for me to hit that shot. Good choice, me. So far this turn I have shot 3 times and dealt like 53 damage or something. Team is starting to come online. We could collateral damage you and kill you with. Wait, that didn't blow up the cover. You can't blow up that cover apparently, because collateral damage will blow up cover if you can blow up cover. But yeah, it looks like maybe you can't blow that up. Kind of hate this move, but kind of love getting to shoot the shotgun at close range next turn, apparently, because not this turn. Get disabling shot on this. Nice.
Rendering X-ray immobile.
Put a chem grenade on the one close to me, and suppress the one far. True, thanks for the prime.
Missed the target. Suppressing
I might get grenaded. I think they will typically prefer to just shoot at one of my mechs over grenading. Looks like they chose to do nothing. So, there's this thing that's on Overwatch. Feels... Okay, I could run it with this. Run it with this. I do have lightning reflexes. It's like a 3% chance to die-ish. Mutants shoot pretty hard at this point in the campaign. Boom.
Got it. See ya in hell. Will do.
I don't want to kill this last one. I can suppress it more. Shoot a rocket at it. I will eventually flank it.
Affirmative.
I could chem it. I have a free chem.
Hi, Commander.
Is this one of those Brotato spin-off games? Yeah.
Let's do this.
This is basically what would Brotato be like if it was humans and turn-based. It's what you're looking at right now.
Double time.
Moving out. Starting to lose ground.
I don't know where the rest of the aliens are. Looks like there's more meld up here, though.
Yes, Commander. Shot bell to connect.
I want to deal a little bit of damage, but I don't want to kill it. And also I want to make sure that I can kill it next turn. 6. 6 feels like too much.
Heading there now.
You think the chances I hit this? 55? Actually pretty good.
Missed the target.
Missed, by the way. but in theory it was good. I think I'm gonna risk this. It wasn't a good roll on the capture without dealing more damage, and I was running out of ways to deal more damage.
Aye, aye, Commander. I feel, Commander.
So
Rolling. Reloaded. I'm on it, Commander. That's what we're looking for.
meld. Love this for us.
Got it covered.
Oh, floater noises can be heavy floaters now. I just realized heavy floaters and regular floaters sound the same. Pretty sure. Do they? Might be wrong.
Affirmative.
Regardless though, like a floater noise could be a pod with floaters and heavy floaters.
Solid copy.
So I guess I have to be a bit more careful than I'm used to.
I'm on it, Commander.
Heading there now. I'm ready.
I found that grilled mutton is very dry.
In hand.
Hey, totally not Shiro. That's interesting. I used to know someone who was Shiro. But I guess that's not you.
Now.
Is that a heavy floater? No. It's 5 regular floaters. So maybe there will be one other pod of 2?
Moving.
I think we're starting to run out of possibilities for the enemies.
Got it covered.
Headed there now.
Does it say I can move there, but I can't move there?
Running.
It's miscalculating the fire somehow, I guess.
Roger that.
Overwatch. Aye, aye. Je reste en vigilance. Back in.
Wait, it is Shiro? Are you sure? Your name specifically says it isn't Shiro.
Wait, that just happened.
What is the difference between a heavy floater and a Zippo? You get to take another Overwatch shot? No? I thought that I built you so you could take more than one of those. Oh well. We want to get hit and run down here. Let's shoot the rocket. They can have covering fire, I guess. They likely have covering fire even. So let's just run the Overwatch. 11. One is really heavy, the other is a little lighter. Okay.
Firing rocket.
You remember my topless Civ 5 streams donkey years ago? Wait, I used to stream Civ 5 topless? I don't remember that.
Good to go.
This is theoretically my Master Sergeant. So I guess I'm committing to killing all of them with that move. To be honest, that sounds right. I'll remember things about me that I don't remember about me.
Good to go.
I guess that's what friends are for.
Kill confirmed.
We double tap here.
Missed.
Shafu gets a kill. Could have used disabling shot for capture. If I had thought for like half a second longer, maybe that's what I would have done. Do I have collateral damage and chem. I think this usually deals 2. Yeah. And then chem.
Heading to that location.
And that's a capture attempt next turn. Nice. Unless it didn't go the right place. Okay, good. I did stream Civ 5 topless 100%. Man, Twitch was a lawless place back then, huh?
Yes, Commander. Not feeling so good. Light 'em up.
Good.
Another day, we're bringing home another successful operation.
GG. Fetch Balu, thanks for the 33 months.
I'm continually impressed by the efforts of our troops, Commander. Recovering this meld substance is crucial to our scientific pursuits.
An alien carbine. Some other stuff. Just generally 90 bucks.
Be in touch, Commander.
I needed $500, we decided. It was like a lot of dollars.
The
I
new
don't think I'm
engineers
starting
arrived
anything with
morning,
this.
Commander. We're always glad to have more help down here.
You could do UFO scanners. It's fine to get this eventually. I don't think it's a priority. It just shows you the UFO's health during engagements. Every now and then we get requests offering money for Illyrium, so I'd rather get those than sell Illyrium. And with so little actual dollars, there's not much I can do. I have to scan for Exalt in 3 days. If I don't get another mission, I don't want to have to sell a bunch of stuff, so... Let us continue. What would a 100% Civ 5 playthrough look like? Put a unit on every tile. My mother used to play Civilization 2 like that. She would leave one city alive for her opponent and build the map out as much as possible to get the highest score she could. Guardian article is a fantastic advert for my book. Good. Yeah, hopefully some people will be inspired to check it out. Weapon fragments are kind of gating my research right now. I don't think I need an engineer for much of any reason. Defense in the US. US is doing fine. It's only at 56 defense. The defense there would be okay, but I still don't think it's worth it. We have the first hunt mission of the month. We're going after South Africa. Kind of unsurprising. We have a coil gun ready to go in 3 hours, fortunately, so I don't have to feel bad about Major Paco Ernst probably getting damaged in this intercept. I do have countermeasures and enhanced avionics now.
Nearing strike range.
What happens if I don't aim module? That. Okay. I have regrets. Should have just aim moduled. Now I have to send. Now I have to send a 0-kill Stingray
We're in pursuit.
and aim module this instead, and I'm not even sure it's enough.
Targeting system online.
Man. I have regrets. I should have just used the aim module on the better interceptor. Well, in 3 hours we get another interceptor. Let's send another plane down here, just in case it's helpful somehow. 3 hours.
Contact detected.
Fighters stick around for a while, so
Enemy is padlocked.
I am not going to use an aim module now, though. Nice. It all worked out in the end. So I have a fighter, nice easy mission. I think that's gonna be what I start on next time. Although, it would be really nice to have a team to go on the mission. You be an officer? I'll make you an officer. I'll have 5 scout officers, I guess. 'Cause I'm not gonna double mission my master sergeant for a crashed fighter. Could send an assault officer even. Anyway, I'll work that out next time. This has been a good little stream for me. I ended up going like 7 hours. 3 hours of Rotato and almost 4 hours of XCOM. Yeah, it was 4 hours of XCOM, because the stream crashed like twice. 3 hours of Rotato and then the stream crashed, and then XCOM, and then it crashed in the XCOM, right? Something like that. Anyway, I'll be back again soon. And we'll play more XCOM and some Spire maybe. I don't know. We'll work it out.